We're hearing from the Secretary General of NATO, who said some very interesting comments as it pertains to a future peace deal between Russia and Ukraine and the possibility that Russian controlled land of Ukraine could be controlled under Russia in the future under a peace deal. If you don't know, he sat down with an interview with ABC News. And in it, he says a few different things. First is, the question will be how to go forward past a ceasefire, including what it means in terms of security guarantees for Ukraine, referring to the fact that we are still doing the coalition of the willing and we need to give things to Ukraine to protect them from Russia ever invading them again, but we need to know where that line's going to be. We need to know what kind of stuff Ukraine's going to need. We also need to know what things Russia's going to put in those peace deals. That will determine what kind of things we can give Ukraine, because at this very moment, if we went with the deal that Russia has, Ukraine can't get anything from the West. He later adds, when it comes to this whole issue of territory, when it comes to acknowledging, for example, maybe in the future deal, that Russia is controlling de facto, factually, some of the territory of Ukraine, it has to be a factual recognition and not a political de jure recognition. Which, remember, Ukraine should be the only one determining Ukraine's future, not pressure from the United States saying that you're going to do this land thing or we're just going to say goodbye, see you later. And that's kind of what he says here at the end. When it comes to the full-scale negotiations, and let's hope that Friday will be an important step in that process, it will be about territory. It will be, of course, about security guarantees, but also about the absolute need to acknowledge that Ukraine decides its own future, that Ukraine has to be a sovereign nation deciding on its own geopolitical future, of course, having no limitations on its own military, troop levels, and for NATO to have no limitations on our presence on the eastern flank, which is NATO's way of saying, yes, some land will be exchanged in order to end this war. Whatever that land is, that still needs to be worked on. But when it comes to Ukraine, if they want to join NATO, they should. And if we need to put troops inside of Ukraine, Russia should not stop us. But once again, we'll find out all of these answers on Friday. I'll be sure to keep you updated, so please do share my videos and follow me for more.